Yeah, we finished our preparations the last time. I also checked what the amulet of resistance do. Gives unit 150 magic defense. So, what does it do? Magic defense value, every unit has them 75 on these guys. 75, 5, 75, 90, 5, 80. Yeah. Let's take any kind of a mechanical unit really as a comparison. 50. So how I understand it, it works. It's sort of a multiplier. So at a 0 in front of that, and so 0.5 multiplier to your armor class, 0.75 multiplier to your armor class, 0.9 multiplier, that's against magical attacks. So magic defense becomes 150, so the multiplier becomes 1.5 now. So you basically, instead of having a lesser defense against magical attacks, you have a much higher defense. It's not going to be all that important with these type of units, but what it does is two things. If you recall, our flyers got constantly bombarded by spells, so giving it to them would have protected them to a significant degree. At least a few of them, but we definitely don't have enough of them to make it matter. But it's a one use of them. More importantly, mechanical units. Vulnerable to magic, and magic defense is 0.5, so basically our armor is cut to half against magical attacks. Normally. But if we have so if we put on an amulet of armor, we basically grow our armor defense against magical attacks by 300%. So it's a huge bonus to a mechanical unit against all magic. I think it's magic spells and magic attacks. Magic attack can be as a simple thing as a weapon. So it'll turn this attack to a magical attack, which means you'll do a bit more damage naturally to most enemies. So it also increases my respect for the magical weaponry in general, I guess. Less so for defense. Defense seems to be totally useless. It does give us a plus 10 to our magical, so it's not absolutely useless, but turning this melee attack into a magical attack would be better. I'm not sure what's the magic defense or magical units, but against everything else it would also increase our, not just the number, but also how vulnerable they are to our attacks. So something like decent 25% armor reduction, for example. So yeah, I'm not convinced on the armors, but I am more and more convinced on magical weaponry in general. Magical crossbows or something similar would be definitely preferred, but other types of magical weapons would be acceptable. Yeah, because the magical defense an armor provides isn't really good enough to make a difference, but an amulet of resistance on the other hand would make a huge difference. We'll have to keep that in mind, so if we have chances to milk amulet of resistances from some site, we'll do that. Same with the crossbows or any kind of other weapon that gives a missile attack. So yeah, just explaining that if you wonder why I'm going after certain items at this point. But now to actual missions. Again, we'll take a quick look what the maps are like. It doesn't seem to have any special objectives. a V-shaped mountain formation, and we need to capture a few targets here and there. Shrine of Tabish, Patriarchs in Radiant Shrine. A lot of interesting sites. I think there's something like four sites here. About this one. The couple of cities. Star Hunter Eerie, Altar of Farseer, Serpents. So both have their own things. The thing is, I could look it up, but I won't. Some of these sites are special sites, so they might give a sort of special abilities to your entire army, or the unit that visits it, or hero units, and so if you choose the correct path, you can gain a lot of advantages in a fight. But I don't know the correct path, so I'll just have to pick one. I think I'll take the Asphead mountain. Sassikar, the snake's forces, watch over the Asphead mountains from their two strongholds in the north and have been able to strike at our positions at Cape Dire with virtual impunity. Capturing these two towers will force Sassikar to abort his invasion of Caledonia in order to confront your army. Two towers. Okay, we need to go here and 4 sites. The sites of most interest is probably this. Actually, I won't be taking this. No, definitely not. The reason is quite simple. I'll explain it later. Sassikar the Snake's forces are pushing through the Black Moon fens from their stronghold at Adder Bear Keep, and will soon overwhelm our meager forces at Cape Dire. Capturing the keep and its nearby villages will force Sassikar to abort his invasion of Caledonia in order to confront your army, so very similar description to the other one. But the reason why I want to go here is because of this. This is looks like an actual temple, and we've gotten all the amulets of magical resistances we have gotten from these temples, so I think they have a different pool of items you can get compared to the normal shrines. Yeah, or altars. So I think altars gives you, these are the places you get volunteers or your typical magical items. These are places where you get those different set of magical items, so that's the reason I want to see if that's a place we could get another amulet of magic resistance. So 2 places we can choose. It's hard to see the road here. Okay, we can move. There's a road coming to the side. It will lead directly to one of our objectives, all of our objectives, and the temple. We need to attack here too. Is there a road here? Yeah. Okay, we'll split ourselves fairly even, I think. We'll have our crappy hero units. No, we won't have. This is a different map. And we'll just proceed upwards without too much fuss. The breeze. I think the spotters will be more valuable here. So what to do with those? I think it was the 17th Legion that has the crossbow. And these have an archer too, so we'll put the flyers here then. Oh shit, I should have put the spotter in the other group. Well, we can reach it quite effortlessly. We want to. Lizardmen would be the worst piece infantry possible. So they are gonna suck. Goblin archers aren't that great either. They can probably buy units here now. They can see us approaching. Not quite sure what to do with the flying squad. I don't want to get too far away from our units here. Someone needs to spot. But it should be good. Ooh. Ratmen, werebears. Werebears are all right infantry. I don't think they're equal to legionary, but they're almost as good. Ratmen are a good light infantry. I think something equal to our legionaries would be the lionmen. We suffer from the plague. Basically, our army got a lot of wounds. Every unit has a chance to get wounds. It's not too damaging, but it's a general weakening of your army. Armies. No one is really spared. But that's now on the bright side, we don't have to worry about him casting anything else. He blew his load there. That's the end of it. I think the next time we have to worry about the very annoying constant span of spells will be when we actually fight the Shadow Lord. But until then, we should be fine. I didn't look how much we have time to do all this. I'm inclined to keep moving rapidly forward, unless I have some overriding reason not to. Okay, we might as well rest the Sky Hunters. Don't have targets to attack against anyway. Okay, 20 turns. We saw a few flying units. Flying snakes. I think that's a beast. That's I think that's the weakest beast unit, and it's still probably better than green dragons. And has one shield of experience. The gargoyles. Magical attack. Even magical units, no, it's a mortal unit. I'm interested in seeing what's the magical defense of magical units. There were enemies here, weren't there? But does it matter if they are? Our objectives are these three sides, so even if we bypass enemy, it doesn't matter in the least bit. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's enemies here, but I'm also sure I have no intention of actually stopping here to fight them. We'll plow on onwards. We have one advantage. We have the Path of Air on one of our units. The flying snakes are all on their own, they're vulnerable. Okay, it's fairly effective and on a large area effect. So that's quite a powerful ability. They're, they're at least as good as our silver dragons. I'll try to get the kills on guys who have less experience than others. Okay, we can get the cave, and I'm not too concerned about what we get from a cave, so we'll take it. Company of the Council's troops emerged from the cave with tales of how sassy cars, Cobra men have chased them across the breadth of the peninsula. They gratefully join your army. Pikemen. Ah. Okay. It's one of our sort of units that we can also use as sacrifice. Alternatively as a defense unit. It's not totally worthless, it just isn't good enough. but it's not bad. I'm used since I have a lot better units, so why the hell would I use those? Quick side trip there. We're sort of operating blindly here, and so I'm inclined to get another light cavalry, just so we have to split our troops. We have both groups can enjoy a proper scouting unit. It really is quite valuable. Ooh, and we have the option to we can use this in every turn. 1 damage, 1 dead, 7 wounded, so very valuable. We should have no trouble dealing with it now. Okay, they're coming to attack us. That isn't gonna be much of a problem. Actually, I prefer this continent to the previous one, even though this is supposed to be harder. I hate the goddamn constant spell spam. Now we can focus more on proper fighting, and I can focus on sort of taking only account what the enemy troops can bring to the battlefield, instead of wondering where he's gonna dump his spells this time. We catch him. We'll need to go over this river quickly. It'll take 2-3 turns to take that. Fast movement. We need to secure this river crossing spot. Beastmen cavalry, centaurs. Weakish armor, not that great of a melee either. Oh, cobramen. Okay, armor, okay, defense, but still, I think these are better. Yeah, everyone's moved. Ooh, took a lot of damage from that. Okay, where's Balloon Riders? Okay, this is a magical unit. Magical defense 90, so even they have take more damage from magical attacks than from normal attacks. But not that much, the difference isn't all that significant anymore. But it's still there. Definitely can't be ignored. Archers, fire beetles. We'll try to keep our flying units on top of our own, because we don't want to give the enemy an opportunity to attack against them with multiple units of their own. You can't really prevent that if they come from the skies, but otherwise you really can. I'm sending a Sky Hunter after him and the Volunteer. Yes. Okay. What needs to happen here is we need to achieve a beachhead. So multiple legions have to be able to cross this. You get there too. You can. Yeah, we can't see what we're here. More Cobramen. Huge army here. Healers. Not that experience of an army and not that great good units, so we should be able to take them as long as we can maintain our beachhead on this side of the river. And take the shrine. $110 gold. Well, we do need the gold too, so even if there was a chance to get something else, I'm not going to. I'll at least try not to vote too much if we have use for the thing we get from there anyway. So just Cobramen. Two legionaries should be easily taken care of Cobramen. Yeah, we're very solidly positioned here. We just need to bring additional legions across. Okay, let's first secure this. Ooh, they're not moving anywhere. Material shield. This might be a good place to gain a crossbow or any other kind of a ranged weapon that provides actual ranged weapon ability instead of skirmish ability. Eagle Eye, yeah, that's what I'm interested in. But see, this seems to be a place that provides those, yeah. Magical Bow. You leave the cave, however, Ratmen swarm out of their darkened holes and attack. So this isn't as Missile 8, Missile 5, so it's not as good, but it still provides what we were looking for, so I'll take it. I'm not going to be that guy that gets what he wants, but because he knows he can get something a little bit better to redo things. So we're going to settle with the magical bow. It's a weaker one, but it allows us at least to attack the flying units. I'll say. We have very experienced armies here. We shouldn't have too much trouble. But we do actually need to kill these before we move on. Yeah. So this is the main fight of this. Abort. Try to get the experience for our flyer. And we didn't get anything but death. Be pathetic. Okay. We need to do two things. We need to attack the siege engine and the archers to push them away, then move through new units in here. And well, that's enough. So yeah, I'll actually push things forward now. I'm not gonna do it with this one, they broke. They're now somewhat vulnerable to counter-offensives. The healer can heal these, so preferably we'll try to get actual kills. I think I'll send the Jans here already. I also want to see what's defending that shrine. Nothing yet. Ooh, Lionmen. Ring of Regeneration, 2 Shields of Experience, and a very competent unit. So this will be a proper enemy. We have nothing on him. Sending more Sky Hunters to get rid of that. Spreading our flyers around a bit. See if we can prevent them from bringing in new flyers, at least from these cities. Ooh, that was a mistake on my part. Yeah, I didn't. What happened there is I packed my forces to the side, and they had no place to retreat after they got assaulted by a heavy unit, so they surrendered. That's a pretty amateurish mistake to make. No, that was a bad fight. Yeah, we need to think this through a bit more. Getting your troops over the river, that's fine. But the cost can't be that high. We need to... yeah, we just need to leave a little bit of a breathing room there. And that's all it really takes. aren't going to go. We could take one, but the enemy can close up here and then push him. Yeah, I don't think we'll take any more units in there. I want to get my Sky Hunters to the point where I could at least reliably kill these single casters at the back of the enemy armies, or maybe attack siege engines or things like that. Currently, it's not a reliable thing. I think you can actually start going for our whole targets. He'll likely hire some kind of defense there. Star Hunter, Irie. We do need to send some proper unit there, because it might be a unit specific bonus that you get from that place. So you can see why I wouldn't want such a bonus to go to a volunteer unit that I'm going to lose anyway. Oh, come on. They can recover now. Proceed moving forward. Okay. We could probably get rid of those ratmen quite easily, simply by attacking them with any kind of heavy infantry at this point. It'll force them to retreat, and since they have no room, we'll get an automatic victory there. Yeah. So it works both ways. Yeah, I don't want to go blocking that passage. Right now, kill the healer. At least now it's vulnerable. We'll move forward with these. We'll keep them flying over these, because we want to ensure if they try to escape, we can follow them and prevent them from using their healing abilities. Ooh, that didn't go well. Fighting against light infantry on this kind of a rough terrain, yeah, that really doesn't work all that well. In order to us be able to inflict heavy injuries on them, I think we would need light infantry too. But it's a minor inconvenience, so that's why I'm not inclined to invest in it. No, they're not going anywhere anymore. Hmm. You can rest. Yeah. Ratmen are definitely equal to legionary on the rough terrain forests. Ooh, taking a lot of damage against those. See what we can do today. Yeah, against the rat. Oh, that's a good place for the Ratman. It'll prevent others from moving there and attacking the priest of Handola. We'll bring reinforcements to here. There's a very good chance that he'll buy here or here some flying units. I don't want to send individual flying groups there. They might get very easily overwhelmed. Ooh, fire beetles killed themselves. Yeah. We have the negate cavalry bonus, so weak cavalry has no chance against us. And that's the good thing about heroines, even though they're low or heavily injured, they're still just as effective. So the Ratmen weren't too much of a problem, and they aren't a problem if we face them on an open plain. But in the forests, yeah, I do want to see what the hell this is. Hidden in a niche below the altar, you find Staff of Healing and 80 gold. Your troops sent the item back to you. Okay, I'm somewhat interested in seeing what other things we can get from that. That's okay. Staff of Healing basically allows you to heal the wounds of a single unit. You use it as special magic ability. It's not amazingly good, but as you enter the temple, a tall Valkyrie with eyes like sapphire steps forward to greet you. Valira tells you that she heard of your deeds and has flown great distance in order to join your valiant army. So Restore morale. Target unit temporarily has morale restored. Okay. So some sort of a magical sky hunter. Magic defense is only 75 still, with the standard. Day 18 with magic 22. Mystic. I have no idea what those means. I'm inclined to take her though. Basically a free unit slot and a sky hunter to boot. Hero won't suffer any kills. I'm not sure if she's actually any good. She might not be. Oh, okay. Attack 22, armor 17. There. Armor is fairly low. I don't think she'll be all that great. I'll load. I'll see what else is there in store. If it's a choice between the healing staff or Valkyrie, I'll take the Valkyrie. 140 gold and a magical armor. Okay, give me 140 gold and a crossbow and I'll take it. Full armor, healing staff or a hero. I don't want an armor. Maybe for a hero unit that might be actually a solid choice because it buffs up your magic resistance too. I'll take Valera. We can move on. Move on to other things. The Staff of Healing wouldn't have been bad at all. But a free Sky Hunter also is something I won't complain about. The thing I'm worrying about with her is how good is she gonna be after a continent or two. Because the fact that she might be useful now isn't all that great of a thing. We can manage with the things we have, but if she's totally useless in a fairly short time, I'd rather basically take money to research better troops. Boy. Yeah, I think we need to rest up with these units soon. They've been on constant fighting for so long. Too long. All units moved except these real flyers. There's a rat man somewhere here. Do I want to go chase after him? I don't think so. We need to keep some troops here. He might come back and try to retake this. Okay. Rest. Rest. Yeah, I don't want to go there alone. We need some heavy hitters before we can go there. A fully experienced legionnaire would be good enough. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to click on it to see what the morale of the unit was. I need to load. Yeah, you don't attack against heavy infantry, you don't attack against heavy infantry in a fortified position, and you don't attack against heavy infantry in a fortified positions who have magical items. A lot of things you don't want to do there. I don't recall what I actually did here. Rest up a bit. That should be it. Yep. We have still 11 turns left, so that's quite a lot. Time won't be a problem. We still want to finish things as fast as possible, only if you get a happy into that. Sometimes if you do that, there's a special bonus for you. I'm not 100% sure that it's actually declared if it is available, so it might be there even if there's no mention of it. Oh, that's bad. A little blessing might even keep him alive if he gets heavily attacked by someone. That wasn't too bad. Oh. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Ooh. There's a lot of damage there. So even though their infantry isn't up to our level, they're still very dangerous. Yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue though. The real problem with Boric here was that he was in a river hex. He got a lot of negatives. He will start harassing the linemen. We need to secure a escape route for each one who goes there. Attacked by a lineman will force a retreat very likely. And we'll stay defend here. Yeah, they've retaken one of our cities. But as soon as we'll take that, it'll end the game. Yes. The one good thing about skirmishers really is, well, not the only thing, but they're very hard to destroy. So you can take them to these dangerous situations without too much worry about them getting killed. They might not be able to take on the enemy, but or get rid of him, but they'll definitely weaken him, and it's insanely hard to try to kill them. No. Skirmishers are actually a good option because only these two hexes are good for attacking with heavy infantry. Oh, that was a pointless race. See if we can at least secure this side. reaching full experience with our heavy infantry. Oh shit. Again, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's so obvious that you don't want to do that. Why did I block it again? Volunteers only hurt themselves. Yeah, we can go there. And we can bless the creatures around us. We can't block. Very careless playing. That simply shouldn't happen. Yeah, they broke the alignment, that's good. That is very good. Because they broke them on their attack turn, that means they'll be broken on ours. And that'll mean basically that they have zero chance of surviving this next turn. So I think it's time to end this mission. A little bit of harassing before we start charging. I think this charge should be enough. Not quite. Do this then. Jessica, the snake's defenses crumble with your conquest of Adderweird Keep. The remnants of the Council of Five's phalanx joins you after their narrow victory in the west. In the Keep's treasury you find 250. Is spent on research. And we got our new archer, pistoliers, new cavalry, heavy cavalry, healers. Yeah, I don't really care about the healers. Now we can take that to 0. Heavy cavalry. Cavalry wouldn't be bad. I mean proper cavalry, because the best cavalry unit actually is very good. And it's very fast, so we could use them, at least a few of them, just to have them around, and then to mainly we could distribute some of the range weaponry on them, because they can move and fire at a longer range than a heavy infantry unit can. Heavy infantry is better at mobility, but it requires you to use the heavy forced march ability. So sort of lose that movement ability if your intention is to function as anti-flyer unit. Probably should still put those amulets of resistance to something. A Lyra. I think we'll put them on some of the flyers at the moment. Or hero unit. Resistant to spells. So he's already resistant to spells, so I'm inclined to not him. Guess we'll just give it to some random dragon group. We're very careful about not losing these anyway. Sure, why not? We can pool them if we find better use for them. But I do want to buy some other light cavalry 6 pieces. Yeah. We don't really need to buy one, we got one as a volunteer. But I do want to have 2 as our own units. We can rely on that having that ability. More skirmishers wouldn't be a bad thing. Mainly we could have something like 3 for if we had to for both armies if we had to split them up. I think at least one more heavy infantry welcome, but again I prefer to wait at this point for the mechanized units. Although I don't see how one more legionary could help or hurt. That way we would have 5 5s. Yeah, I'll buy one. This will likely be our last heavy infantry. At least some mortal heavy infantry. If we're gonna buy mortal units, it will be cavalry, maybe skirmishers. But no, I think most of our units that we're gonna buy will be mechanical. We want to... yeah, I'm not interested in light infantry at all. Heavy infantry is coming along nicely. Skirmishers, yeah, we want those upgrades. Archers, yeah, sure we'll develop them, but not heavily. Cavalry won't be at all useful. I really want the cavalry. They are very good, the final cavalry units though. Very good. We do want light cavalry upgrades, I'm not sure at the timetable we want them. The main ability we're interested in them and we already have. So I'm okay with keeping the development a little bit slower. Sky Hunters, yeah, we'll keep them at full because the current ones aren't very good. And if we fall behind on technology with the Sky Hunters, we're basically just going to lose them constantly. I'd like to decrease some kind of development because I'd like to have more money. Other option is that we'll start to take money from the places we find. And it seems like we have quite a lot of missions to do here, so I think the current research or resource allocation is actually just fine. Yeah. We'll end things